Hello, YouTube world out there. Jeremy here again, giving you a new update on the coronavirus. So, as I've been going on in my other videos, I give New York statistics and global statistics and everything else. But, you know, the reason why this coronavirus is such a worldwide panic mode is not the killing rate of it. It's the fact that it's spreading like a wildfire. It's spreading faster than any disease out there. It's spreading faster than regular flu and pneumonia and everything else out there. This thing is so contagious that it lasts on surfaces from anywhere from a couple days to up to 9 days, depending on what kind of surface it's on. So, and what's going to happen pretty soon is New York's getting ready for this. We have already shut down schools here in New York for the rest of the school year here, and our governor Cuomo and our New York State head up is calling for all National Guard units and military to be on standby and to go out and turn all our schools and colleges and whatever we can into military tents and hospitals now, which is going to happen soon. Pretty soon, all of New York State's going to be on a minimum of a 4-week mandatory quarantine up to an 8-week quarantine. But so far, according to Johns Hopkins website here that I got in front of me right now, 179,165 people globally is total to be confirmed to be infected with the coronavirus. So, the death rate globally right now is over 7,081 people now. So, 7,081 dead from the coronavirus right now, and 179,165 people have died now. So, and the death rate right now is almost 4%. It's 3.952222228 right now, percentage-wise right now, the death rate. So here in the United States, we have 4,200 confirmed, infected right now in the United States, and over 45 deaths right now. So it's what we have right now in the U.S. We have 9 total people in the United States that have recovered from the coronavirus. So right now, the United States death toll right now is 1.0714% in the United States death rate. So the flu right now has killed over 12,000 people right now worldwide. So, but these numbers are slowly climbing right now. With the most deaths right now in Hubei, China, with 3,099 deaths, in Italy in a close second place right now in deaths at 2,158 people. But the people that want to joke around about this being a flu and everything, it's kind of like the flu because it mimics some flu symptoms. But the 3 main symptoms to look out for this coronavirus is a fever, a cough, and breathing problems are the 3 main problems. Very rarely is it like a runny nose. You won't get nose sneezing with it. Very rarely is there nauseous with this or gastrointestinal pains. So, but the fevers range anywhere from a 99.6 fever up to 103-degree temperature is what they're calling for. But, it's time for everybody out there to stop being selfish and joking around about this, because the reason why this is a pandemic, like I said, is with how quickly it's spreading. It's spreading like a wildfire, people. There's people out there right now, who knows, thousands of people that are out there in the malls, in the public, at grocery stores, wherever, workplaces, that are touching all these surfaces and coughing or got a runny nose or didn't wash their hands or sanitize their hands, and touching all these surfaces like escalator railings, stair rail handings, door handles and everything. Because when you go to the mall, you got to open and close the doors. Most of these grocery stores have the automatic doors, so the only thing you're going to touch there is the product off the shelf, or you're going to touch, the credit card machine reader, or you're going to touch a shopping cart. So if somebody was sick before you, and you touch it, guess what? Now you're going to get it unless you wipe down that surface before you touch it with a disinfectant wipe, because, it's not going to do you no good if you just touch it and then, don't disinfect it, because millions of things could have bacteria. Um, we have to think about the elderly people right now. You know, the elderly people are the ones that are succumbing to this new virus and are the ones that are really, you know, becoming in distress from it because it destroys their lungs. That's what the coronavirus does. It's a respiratory infection that destroys all your air sacs in your lungs and everything to where you can't breathe. You know, it attaches to all your oxygen in your lungs and it destroys everything. So, you know, that's why you have a lot of breathing problems with this in severe cases that show up in 5 to 10 days after uh, being infected with the coronavirus. So, but I mean, for younger, healthier people, your symptoms are either none to very mild, where you mimic like a cold or a flu symptom. But you can't be tested unless you have been in contact with a positive corona patient or unless you have traveled out of the state, because I possibly might have had it because last Sunday I was at the mall and, you know, I was cleaning a store at the mall and everything at night and, you know, people were coughing and sneezing and stuff. And, you know, a couple days later, about Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, I started being really fatigued and, you know, I started getting a fever and everything, a low fever of 99, you know, point 0.9 and a low grade of 100, 102. And, you know, I was taking Tylenol and NyQuil and Dayquil. And, you know, then I started getting a bad chest cold and, you know, it would hurt when I would cough and stuff, like almost like bronchitis or pneumonia. And, you know, I'd feel better 2 days later. And then all of a sudden, you know, Saturday just now, you know, I was having a fever and everything. And then, you know, my cough came back. So today, you know, luckily no fever, you know, and cough is not as bad as what it used to be. So, but yeah, you don't know who's walking around with it in public. So, of course, the numbers are going to skyrocket because they can't test everybody and they're refusing to test everybody. They're testing mainly the elderly people and people that have traveled or and people that have been in contact with a positive person. But that's the scary part because you don't know who has and who doesn't in public because a lot of people walking around with showing no symptoms. So, people, stop being selfish out there, hoarding all the toilet paper. My 86-year-old grandmother, she can't get toilet paper anywhere here in New York, upstate New York, because all the stores are out because everybody hoarded it. I mean, you only need at least a minimum of 2 to 4 weeks supply of toilet paper, and that's it, which is what? One roll of 24 pack, depending on your family size, possibly 2 rolls of 24 packs. And, I mean, it's just me and my wife, and we go through, you know, one roll of 24 or 12 in, you know, a couple of months because we use maybe one roll every 2 to 3 weeks between the both of us, and that's it. So, but, stop being selfish out there, people. I mean, this ain't no laughing matter or joke out there with how seriously this is spreading. And, you know, I mean, you might have mild symptoms, you might have no symptoms, or you might seriously succumb to this and have it be very fatal because, you know, depending on your immune system and how healthy you are determines, you know, how much you're going to fight this new virus and if you're going to overcome it or if you're going to succumb to it. So, stop being selfish and laughing about it because, you know, it's no joke. And if you got a little cold or a fever and a cough, I urge you to stay home and quarantine yourself for at least 14 days. And then once you feel better, at least a minimum of 72 hours, stay quarantined and see if your symptoms come back or not. You know, that's the most important thing I can tell you out there because, you know, think about the elderly people instead of thinking about yourself. I mean, if you're young and you're healthy, don't worry about it. Worry about the elderly people. You don't want your mother or your father getting sick or your grandparents getting sick like me. I don't want my grandmother to die from this. I mean, but, you know, it's very selfish of all you out there to hoard all the toilet paper and buy a year's worth of toilet paper when you only need a 2 to 4 week supply of it because toilet paper is not going to protect you from a virus. I mean, you know, martial law's coming, a quarantine's coming for New York. Other states are going to mandate it where you will be on lockdown for at least a minimum of 2 to 4 weeks. You know, if not longer. We're going to turn into Italy pretty soon here, the way the numbers are keep skyrocketing. And if we quarantine, you know, it's going to help slow the spread of it because at least if you have it, at least you spend 14 days to a month in your own in your own house or apartment, so at least you don't spread it to everybody else out there in the world that doesn't have it. So there's a John Hopkins link in my description. My blog link is in there where you can make money with surveys and other tips about myself and everything. So just so everybody knows out there, I'm a 35-year-old male and unemployed. I have a heart condition called SVT. I was also diagnosed with heart damage. I was also diagnosed with the beginning stages of COPD because I was a heavy smoker. I used to smoke 2.5 packs a day. I have asthma, so if I can overcome this coronavirus, which I wouldn't know if I ever had it or not, though, because I cannot be tested since I wasn't in contact with a positive person, or because of the fact that I didn't travel. So, but I show signs and symptoms of it. I've been quarantined here, and because I think of other people instead of being selfish. But what makes me mad is everybody hoarded toilet paper, and my dad and his wife and not my mother, my stepmother, and my baby brother out there have no baby wipes. Well, he's not a baby no more, but I got friends that have kids and they can't get no baby wipes. They can't even get baby wipes in Mississippi to wipe themselves with because they have no toilet paper there either. Because everybody bought toilet paper because everybody's selfish and worries about having shits instead of buying like immune boosting system stuff like elderberry stuff and vitamin C, emergency airborne stuff like that, and Tylenol and cold blue liquids, which is the best to have. But everybody hoards toilet paper and water instead because toilet paper and water is more important when you can get water out of your sink. It's not like the water's going to be shut off. So, but all you're drinking anyways out of bottled water anyways is just regular tap water anyway. So buy a Brita pitcher filter for your fridge and you're good. You'll have fresh tasting water all the time instead of wasting money on more plastic to pollute the world with, right? So, yeah, guys, check out my logs. If you want to help me, donate to my GoFundMe page. It's on my blog that's in the description. The John Hopkins website with all the numbers, update it 24/7 from around the world with all the numbers. So, yeah, if you have any questions or anything, check out my other blogs. Subscribe because I will be posting more and giving updates from here in New York, upstate New York. My area, Montgomery County, New York, has officially declared a state of emergency. We shut down all schools for the rest of the school year. National Guards, the Army here, reserves, and everybody are getting mobilized to start turning in some of these schools and colleges like St. Rose and Skidmore College in Saratoga and the makeshift military hospitals. And they also will be trying to build a prefabricated hospital like they did in China to put one up in 10 days or so. But yeah, it's getting scary. I got friends that work in the VA hospital and some of the hospitals here in Albany and everything that say it's getting bad. Hundreds of patients are showing up at all the hospitals with symptoms of coronavirus, but are being denied testing because they haven't traveled and haven't been in contact with anybody that have tested for positive, and that are just being told to go home, monitor your symptoms, and quarantine yourself for 14 days. And when you feel better, stay quarantined for another 72 hours and see if the symptoms come back or not. And if breathing problems happen, then call up the emergency 24/7 hotline that they have for all the cities here now. Everyone has their own 24/7 emergency hotline that you can call up, and they will direct you on what to do. And then you'll go from there to determine if you need to be tested for the virus or not. But hospitals here and everything only have a limited number of tests, and it takes anywhere from 24 hours to 72 hours for the test results to come back, since a lot of areas have private labs have to be approved to do the coronavirus test. So a lot of places have been sending their tests to a place in Boston that does testing now, which they can do thousands in a couple hours because they have their own system there that works. So, guys, just be safe out there, and if you get a cough or just feeling off or whatever, stay home. I mean, it's more importantly to protect yourself and protect the elderly out there instead of being selfish. I mean, that's why this is such a pandemic. I mean, because of how quickly it's spreading and killing off the elderly people or people with health issues that have poor immune systems. I mean, my immune system sucks. I mean, I get one little cold and, you know, a little cold lasts me a week or two and I feel like I'm dying because, for one, I'm 35 with COPD, the beginning stages of it, asthma, heart condition called SVT, which, if you don't know what that is, it's called supraventricular tachycardia, which is a high heart rate. And, I have a damaged heart muscle. And I'm also underweight, but, there's nothing wrong with my thyroid. I just have overactive metabolism where, it doesn't matter what I eat, I don't pack on weight. So, I have a lot of things working against me, but, if I have the coronavirus or had it, then, it lasted with me so far for 6 days now, Tuesday will be exactly a week for me. But, so far I made it out of the danger zone with, what they state for lung problems. Because they say that, breathing problems show up in anywhere from as quickly as 4 days to 10 days. But I don't have no breathing problems yet, so we'll see if I can make it, till Friday without any breathing problems, and I made it out of the danger zone. So, but, I'm going to stay in quarantine for 14 days, and, once I start feeling better, whatever day number that happens, it could be tomorrow, since I'm feeling better now, it's just a cough still every now and then. And, I've been treating myself with over-the-counter meds, Tylenol, ibuprofen, Dayquil, NyQuil, cough drops, zinc drops, Vicks Vapor Rub, and, just drinking plenty of Gatorade and the ice, the sparkling ice, because they have antioxidants in it, which is good for the immune system. And I've been drinking Emergen-Cs, for the vitamin C, and also taking, vitamin C tablets. So, I urge everybody out there, please think about the elderly people. Think about how you would feel if your mom or dad or aunt, uncle, or grandma or grandfather or aunt or uncle got this and they died from it. I mean, there's no laughing joke or matter anymore. I mean, with how quickly this is spreading and taking out all the elderly people. I mean, but too many people are selfish out there that are walking around in public touching all these services and infecting everything. Just so you know, when I went to the mall and I was cleaning the store after hours and everything, here, at a big popular mall called Crossgates Mall, I did not witness anybody in the store that worked in the store that was cleaning, wipe down any counters or wipe down any of the surfaces there at all with any disinfectant wipes or sprays at all. I did not witness anybody at Crossgates Mall wipe down an escalator rail, stair rail handle, or any doors or any ATM machines at all with any disinfectant wipes or sprays whatsoever. And I know from personal people that work at some stores that are cleaning them and everything that even say that they're not really wiping down any of the shelving units with disinfectant wipes or sprays, or even wiping down credit card reader machines there at all. So that just goes to tell you how many people have touched that credit card reader machine before you and are sick. So that's just a little insight and from personal people that work in some grocery stores, and I got friends that work in all different types of fields and everything. So just be safe out there and just take care of yourself, guys. I mean, think about other people out there. And if you run out of hand sanitizer, you can make your own hand sanitizer with 91% proof rubbing alcohol and aloe vera. And also add, if you want, a drop or two of eucalyptus oil. I mean, most health stores carry aloe vera gel. And, most of the time you can get a hood of rubbing alcohol. But for this to be effective, it has to be at least 91% proof rubbing alcohol. And I think it's 3 parts of rubbing alcohol and 1 part of aloe vera. You want whatever it is to make the right consistency, and it works just the same as regular hand sanitizer. So be safe, guys, and subscribe to my channel and check out my blog, and other videos I got already up. Please share this video globally, on Facebook, Twitter. Um, Email it to people, and just stay calm, people. Don't panic if you get a little cough or cold. You know, as long as you're young and healthy and your immune system's good, you'll be fine. And just please think about the elderly people out there and everybody else in public, because you don't know who's sick next to you or anything. I mean, just because they're not coughing or sneezing doesn't mean that they don't have it. So you have to, it's like playing Russian roulette in public in all these stores and malls and everything, because you don't know who has it and who doesn't. Like I said, people are walking around infected and spreading it around to other people. Like you said, kids are the best hosts and carriers for this because they don't show no symptoms. So be safe out there, world, and like I said, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and please share it and get the word out there to other people. Think about the elderly people instead of thinking about yourself and being selfish. And please stop hoarding your toilet paper. I mean, if you have 20 rolls of toilet paper in your house, please donate it to elderly people. And please share it with people that really need it right now. Because here in upstate New York, we can't get no supply of toilet paper or cleaning disinfectant types of sprays or wipes or anything until mid-April. So, we got to wait a whole another month right now. So a lot of people are going to go without having toilet paper or baby wipes and formula and diapers and everything right now in New York. So, and I think it's disgusting that more people are worried about having the shits than they are having over-the-counter medicines and everything and being safe, because you're not going to get the shits with this. I mean, it's not like a diarrhea virus or a stomach bug that's going around. So, but I mean, you only need 1 to 2 packs of 12 to 24 rolls of toilet paper and have that last you a month or two. So, but too many people want to be greedy out there. This isn't the end of the world, people. So just be safe, and yeah, please donate some extra toilet paper, please, because like I said, my grandmother who's 86 that lives in Scotia, New York, and she can't get no toilet paper. She went to all the stores, the Dollar Store, Walmart, Target, Price Chopper, Hannaford's, Aldi's, Save a Lot, and there's no toilet paper. I got saying something, no toilet paper until mid-April. So, and now she has to go around to stores and fast food places and get napkins to use, thanks to all you greedy jerks out there. So, yeah, so laugh all you want, and the ones that are laughing and calling this a hoax and say this is just like the flu and everything, it's not like the flu or the cold, with how fast this virus is attacking your lung system and destroying your air section in your lungs, and you can't breathe. So that's what makes it so dangerous. It's how quickly it spreads inside your body and everything, and attacks your lungs and destroy your oxygen. So, yeah, so I hope the ones out there that are laughing and calling this cold and flu symptom out there get it, and you have trouble with it. And yeah, it's mean of me to say though, but you don't want to take it seriously. Um, I mean, yeah, the swine flu out there, H1N1, had infected over 60.8 million people, but it only killed over a little more than 12,000 people, and that was it. Is all the swine flu killed and H1N1 killed. But this has already killed, 7,081 people and infected over 176,000 people. That's the scary part, is with how quickly it's infecting people. And now people are dying off left and right from this every day. I mean, we just had another death here in New York now. So New York now has 3 deaths now in New York. And look at Washington, over 34 deaths so far, and the death rate number is climbing there too right now. I mean, New York has over 459 people infected already, and the numbers just skyrocketed. I mean, just 2 days ago, we only had, 232 people infected. So we go from 232 in about 48 hours to over 459 people infected. So that's the serious nature of this, guys. So, yeah, this is it now. Today is March 16th right now. It is 4:30 now. So, this is an update now from Montgomery County, New York. So we have 0 cases here, right now, but we call it a state of emergency with other areas, surrounding areas like Saratoga. You know, the numbers have increased there now. We have 9 cases in Albany County right now. There's 2 confirmed cases in Schenectady County. Don't know where these people have been or anything, but one person was at Union College that tested positive. So, but we don't know. You don't know where any of these people has visited because nobody's given their travel history, where they've been to, or where they've been in contact with people, and how long they've been infected for, or if they're showing any signs or symptoms. So, just be safe and vigilant out there, people, and please have some compassion, and please think about the elderly out there and your older family members. And like I said, if you guys have extra toilet paper or extra bottle of hand sanitizer, please either donate it to a church, or please have some compassion and sympathy and either donate it to a homeless person or donate it to an elderly person if you have any compassion and respect for the elderly people out there, instead of being selfish and being a hoarder. I mean, Amazon and eBay are selling hand sanitizer for expensive, and Amazon, I seen a 500 milliliter bottle of hand sanitizer on Amazon for $55, and I have seen on eBay where people are selling one single roll of toilet paper for $5 on there. So that's how disgusting people are out there. Thank you guys for viewing and listening to me, and I'm just going by statistics and facts and what numerous doctors have reported all over the world, and you know what's really going on in the country right now with this. You know, like I said, it's only a pandemic, not for the death rate, but for how quickly this is spreading. And the death rate numbers are, you know, 80% plus of people of 60 plus years old. It's a death rate right now for you if you get infected or if you have underlying health conditions. The only few young people that have died have had health issues. So, and, you know, hopefully, you know, if I do have it or did have it, then hopefully it don't take me out. So hopefully, you know, I can get through this 14-day minimum quarantine period, and through 72 hours without showing any signs or symptoms, coming back, and I don't succumb to it because I don't want to be another number to it yet. I mean, yeah, I might be unemployed and everything, but hopefully I beat it, you know, because I want to, you know, I got more to life to live. So, but, you know, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. But, you know, I know if it's my time to go, at least I'm going to heaven and not hell. So, because God does exist, people, I'll do a video about that. My experience with suicide and why I believe in God. I didn't believe in God before, but I do now. So, like, share the video. Take care, guys. Be safe. You know, my dad in Mississippi watches this video, and my baby brother, or family members in Georgia, or friends in Florida ever see this video. Hi, guys. You know, been a long time since I've seen anybody out there, but hi, and you know, I hope everybody's safe and sound out there. So, you know, root for the best, guys. Adios. Hasta luego. Fini Vici, guys. Whatever.